The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Night, sweetheart.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. It fights him off. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Give the sack to Barkevious Mingo, the former number 6 pick. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Play action now, Prescott. This one complete to Coleman. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 31-yard line.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down. Let him get the...
Williams loses the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And his guys are going to take over. At the 34-yard line. And this is one of those bang-bang plays, Charles. Did the knee hit first or did the ball come out first?
This is where you need that 20/20 eyesight, don't you, Brandon? You've got to see which one happened first. If the knee hit the ground, then they will keep possession.
Let's go.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Mahomes. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes slings this deep for McLaurin. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. That makes them now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall further behind here in the early going.
Meanwhile, on the NFL scoreboard, a game going on in Chicago. And early on, the driver's seat belongs to the Seahawks. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Here we go.
Here's Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. He was trying to hit Thomas that time. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain.
Get in the right room. Switch it. Attack. Check.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw, it's Mahomes. This is caught by Williams. They find some open field here. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Here's Mahomes to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Nikel Roby-Coleman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, it's Coleman, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Here's Coleman. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He may try and run for this. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or 2 short. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. This is fielded at the 7. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line ready to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Terry McLaurin, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jets take over 1st and 10.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Yellow. 180. Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning.
On first down, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Steps away to his left. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Mahomes now on first down. Forced out to his left. He'll try and run it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And a quick throw here. That's complete. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. He gets it complete to Harris. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And that's complete to Kuntz. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Watch the screen. 15.
Mahomes going to throw. Being chased out left. Caught by Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Mahomes now to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 15-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mahomes to throw once more. It's Williams on the catch. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught just inside the 10. No gain at all on the play there, and that brings up 4th. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. And this is caught off the deflection. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play.
Sometimes it pays to be lucky rather than good. That was not even the intended receiver on that pass.
But still able to haul it in for the reception. Now Prescott. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 44, Prescott. Flush to his right. This one complete to Coleman. 6 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
On 2nd and 11 now, Prescott. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away.
Let's go, boys. Bring it.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And an alley to run. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Damian Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line. Prescott now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 29.
Get out there.
Coleman now. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Here we go.
2nd and 5 now. Prescott. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing, Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And the return will stop right around the 25. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Mahomes now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Williams. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. The tackle there by Breanne Body Calhoun. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Hold the look, hold.
Yellow.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, New England.
So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the ground, this is Williams. And able to work his way down to the 16. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Williams. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. On the toss, here's Williams. Yeah, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The kick by Carlson is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you